Judas, Judah, Judas, Judah, Judas, Judah.
Hi guys, welcome to the video to talk about Magicka Nightblade a little more, rather than just show like a 1vx like I dropped a couple of days ago. I just want to talk about the gameplay, the get my opinion down on sort of how I think it stands as a class, and it's been nice to move on to. Compared to stamina classes, there's major disadvantages, but by coming from a stamina perspective, the things that I've learned that I'll take back to a stam class when I'm fighting on other classes, vice versa, it's really good. It's a challenge. One thing that I'm going to say is that I'm never sort of I play what I enjoy, I play what I think looks good, or maybe I might play what I think is challenging. There's no sort of day where I think, oh, I need this because it's the best, or I need that. I like the original classes like a lot. Like recently I've jumped on Stam DK and I'm straight off of that, and I'm enjoying sort of challenging myself and playing different classes, different setups. I really love this build. I've already posted a gameplay of it below. I'll link that. I'm trying to push out the likes for the build video, but that'll come, guys. You know I'm not about that. It's just a bit of hype for the fans. But yeah, Magblade is feeling good. Like, the way you can kite on it, everything it's got is amazing. You can put pressure on, you can turn pressure on, you can turn pressure off. It becomes overwhelming when you get severely outnumbered, and that's the case in anything. Moving on to sort of 1vx and standards and sort of the expectations, it's a game at the end of the day. It's a bit of fun. I'll post what I can get. In lag, like I found after the weekend and the lag's dropped off and it's midweek and it's quieter, if I get on at that point, I can kite for days, I can get kills for days, everything's syncing up nice. But in talking about it in general, one of the things that I'm really loving is Shade. Shade, it just feels strong. You can see the kiting that I'm doing here, and you can turn the pressure on and off. The survivability it gives is really good. The burst combo bow, it can be a pain at times lining this up, especially with lag, but by going the full range combo, the way I've done this setup, I feel like it gives more survivability. There can be a little bit of a delay with the bow, like I've said, but 99% of the time, there's delays, there's disadvantages with everything. The game's still buggy as hell, the game's still suffering with lag, but, it is what it is. We push it, we try our best. I end up dying at the end of this clip. My last clip sort of, no one gave any harsh comments, but there was some suggestion, that the people were not max level, or there were some low CPs. Like, I'll take whatever I get in PvP. You've got to understand that from an outnumbered sort of open world perspective, your first thing you need to do is get away from other players to get any solo clips. And that's a challenge within itself. You can be getting ganked with rapids on. The best sort of spots I like to play are bleakers and any link really that's between a red and blue. You get that good flow of traffic, and you get that good chance to just take them down and get some good action. But yeah, some more gameplay attached here. This is I think 2 810s and like a 500, something like that. And the class feels amazing. It gets, how can I say this? I understand that it's got limitations, especially open world, and the best analogy, the best way to do it is to think about, when I think about a fight that I've had, and I sort of say, oh, imagine if I was on my Stamplar. Well, not really Stamplar, I've not played that for a while. Stamplar's flooded right now. That's one of the reasons why I'm playing other classes. But say my Stam DK that I sort of newly went on, 2 weeks Stam DK, things just feel a bit easier on the stamina classes, and I think a lot of it's to do with the AoE pressure you can put from your burst, and the constant pressure. The kite game on Magblade right now is real. That's one of the reasons why you'll see in this build when I release the video, 17k stam. It's just, for me, it's just needed. Maybe at a higher level Magblade or someone, not going to mention any names, some people can do it without it. But for me, coming off of that stamina front and to Magblade, I feel like that's one of the better things that I've done to help me. It might be that I adjust it down at some point, but it is what it is. We keep on playing, we keep on pushing. So yeah, I'm not really going into the 1vx right now. This is just a quick sort of 1v3 on the back of the last clip. I did die eventually. That's part and parcel. When you're fighting 1vx, you're going to get outnumbered, you're going to take those deaths. I don't feel like there's any need to show them, but I don't feel like there's any need to shun them either. Death in the game when you're out there sort of 1vx in this patch specifically, it's not few and far between. Like the 1vx grind in lag is real. But yeah, back to Magblade. Really, really loving everything that it offers. The playstyle, being able to not sit in a fat circle at and play the in and out sort of playstyle at range. That's one of the things that I love. That's the reason why I got why I took off Magicka Incap. I always forget the name. I hate the move, man. And some of the other moves that I changed around. That's one of the reasons why I did that, just to have that full advantage of playing at range. Here, the movement and speed that I've got from a Magicka perspective is really, really strong. Like the ability to move from there to there and get position is strong. It's key. It's what's needed. Before this, I chased a red all the way to this spot while maining Stam. And it all depends on the servers you're playing on. If you think about like being CC'd off cooldown, heal bots, reses, like in the first clip, you know, it's hard to polish up a clean 1vx, especially multiple clips, and sort of clip it. I know there's people out there that's doing it high standard, you know, that's all good, but it's, at the end of the day, it's progression. You know, I'm early days on this class, and I'm ultimately doing it because A, I enjoy it, and B, I know other people will pick it up and will enjoy it. That's the reason why sort of this channel's about, sort of shared enjoyment through the game. There's people, there's names in here, there's no exposures. The end of the clip, I will show a guy running off, and it is what it is, you know. I joked with that guy after, I got no response. It's nothing serious. Some people don't like to die, they will run off after Zerg and they'll do whatever they need to do. But, you know, it is what it is. So, we take this guy down, the last guy's coming, and yeah, he drops them right there. So yeah, that's just a quick fight. The next one, I think, is the 1v2 where we get the run. Like, the mentality, the pressure that you can get off some people, and it's like a flip of a switch, and then they're gone. They don't want to fight. And, you know, I'm not saying names, I'm not pushing anything out here. It's just a commentary, it's just a ramble, really. Just sort of the way I see Magblade, what I'm enjoying, what I'm not. Like, I compare this, like in this fight, I feel like on a stamina class I would have been able to perform better. But for me, it's the enjoyment of pushing out the X and chasing that X, and I die more times than I get these clips, and you know, these aren't even clips, I'm just sort of just needing something to commentate over. But it's not easy. Like, some people that are Zerging, if you know, if they weren't Zerging, I wouldn't be able to do, and others that push out for solo outnumbered wouldn't be able to do what they do. So, you know, we sort of expect that. We want people to be able to come at us with that mentality, and you know, I want to use YouTube to help people with the builds and just share that content. If you made it to this far to the video, please drop a sub. That'd be greatly appreciated. As always, a like. The build video is coming soon. It'll probably be out anyway. You know, 100 likes on the gameplay video. If you want to smash that, smash that. But I'll be releasing it anyway, guys. It's and I'll go into commentary. So I'll talk over everything and narrate everything and sort of explain the choices behind why I chose to set it up a certain way. Unfortunately, the way this clip plays out, we get a runner. We get a runner all the way to the door in full defensive, and there sort of is some offensive for a bit. It's hard to say whether I would kill him or he would kill me if we carry on. It is what it is, you know. But it's rank and running. That's the way I see, and it's I'll have to fast forward it a little bit just to finish the video off, man. As you can see, we're going to light speed, and you know, this isn't anything personal, but like the builds that can do this and giving people a choice to do this, you've got to always consider this, that if someone wanted to go full defensive in a 1vx and pose this situation, you know, they could do that. That's, I think, what is the challenging thing about it, especially on something like Magblade, where you've got to line up the burst, you know, so perfect. But you know, I take the losses. I take the losses of clips. It is what it is, guys. I think we'll wrap up the video now, guys. If you made it this far, then thank you. Drop your thoughts and comments below. It's going to be really interesting to see what you guys think of Magblade from an open world outnumbered perspective, and just open world 1vx in general, the lag, all the bullcrap that the game offers. You know, we get so much crap with this game, but we keep coming back to it. We love it. It's a tough one to drop. especially when you're exploring new classes and sort of new playstyles. It's just hella fun. And in this last bit, like I was fighting the red 1v1, and then it just turns into holy mother of Zerg. I die in this last clip. It's just, you know, you wouldn't really have this in a 1vx stage, but it's just, I think it's interesting to show just sort of some of the spots you can fight on, some of the fun you can have. I get one of them with like a fat combo, so as long as you get one in a situation like this, you know, I'm always thinking, what if I get that clip, what if I pull it off? 9 times out of 10, obviously, likely it's not going to happen. In terms of my other content, I main Stamplar. Well, I play Stamplar, Stam DK, and Stamsock. So, you know, if you're interested in any classes like that and you're liking this sort of video, liking the commentary, drop a like below, and please check out the other videos. That'll be greatly appreciated. But for now, this is it, guys.